Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello teacher, hello students. Welcome to today's reading lesson. We are going to read two texts and try to identify the negative and positive words in each. Then we will contribute our own ideas and use our comprehension of the texts to try to predict their ends. If you are ready to practice your English reading, students, we will get started. Please form groups of 3 or 4 and open your student books to page 131. At the bottom of the page, you will see 2 reading texts. Read each of the texts and list all of the negative and positive words in each one. For example, the word problem is negative and the word improvement is positive. When you have finished, discuss any other ideas that your group might add to each passage. Get started on this now, and I will see you in a few minutes.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. I hope that your groups had productive discussions. Let us go through the text now and underline some of the negative and positive words. Here is the first text. With the increasing number of people being drawn into our cities, the problem of pollution will grow steadily worse. Rubbish mounds will grow to a huge size and cause diseases to spread. Water sources will be limited to a few hours a day so that it will be difficult to keep our clothes and bodies clean. Food will have to be transported to the city from long distances, so it will be stale and no longer fresh, wilting in the hot sun and losing much of its nutritional value. Pollution and fumes from the exhausts of lorries and taxis will grow ever worse, so people will find it difficult to breathe clean, fresh air. There are many negative words in this text. Some are even mentioned twice. Here is the second text. The increasing number of people being drawn to our cities represents a great challenge for the improvement of the lives of the people. Slums will be cleared and new flats and houses with proper sanitation, running water, and air conditioning will be built to house the poor. Transport systems will improve so people can move from area to area with greater ease to work and play, and ring roads will keep most of the traffic out of the center of the cities. Hospitals will be near at hand for those who fall ill, and medical treatment will be easier to access. The texts are very different, are they not? The first has a very negative view, which we would call pessimistic. Pessimism is the word that we use to describe the idea that everything will turn out badly. The second text has a very positive view, which we would call optimistic. Optimism is the opposite of pessimism, and it refers to the idea that everything will turn out well. What other ideas did your group discuss? Perhaps, for the first text, you said that crime will go up as the cities get larger, and the streets will therefore become more dangerous. As supplies of fresh water dwindle, sanitation will worsen and diseases will become more widespread, especially in poor communities. These are grim ideas to think about. On the other hand, perhaps you were more optimistic in your outlook and contributed ideas that were more in the style of the second text. You may have said that with the standard of living rising, young people will have more time to get an education. There will be more skilled work available, which means that people will have more money to spend and the standard of living will rise. This paints a much nicer picture of Ethiopia's future. Please turn over to page 132 in your student books. You will see the endings for the 2 reading texts. Please read each of them independently and write down the positive and negative words. Then, working in your group, decide which ending is most likely for each passage. Be sure to give your reason for your decision. You may begin reading now, class.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Hello again. I am sure that you had another productive group discussion. Once again, let us go through each of the texts to find the positive and negative words. We will begin with ending 1. With improved living conditions, clean air, and good food, children's health will improve and their ability to learn and concentrate on their studies will be better. People will have more motivation to work hard and will become good role models for their local society and ambassadors for their country. The natural beauty of Ethiopia will attract more tourists and will earn more revenue for further developments. Here is ending 2. But with hard work and commitment, people living in these conditions can work together to help better their life prospects. Small tasks like picking up plastic waste and recycling tins and bottles will help keep the towns clean. People will therefore be more motivated to work together to improve their environment. With government assistance, there will be more schools and less crime, and fewer beggars or pickpockets on the streets. Did you spot the same number of positive and negative words as I did? Perhaps you noticed even more. Now, teacher will lead you in a class discussion about which ending belongs with each text. Make sure that you justify your opinions, everyone. Today, we have used our reading comprehension to list the positive and negative words in 4 texts. And now, you will match each text with its ending. The next time we are together, we will discuss our strategies for learning new words. Until then, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.